Hello and welcome to this week's podcast, episode 5. Like 5, we're doing good, man. Of the football show. I hope you're all enjoying the football weekend, as there is a lot of stuff to talk about this weekend. And also, as well, tonight, obviously, it's a Tuesday night, and in an hour's time, the Chelsea game is on. So we're going to be watching that. Come on, fucking the Blues. So obviously, like I said, I hope you still enjoying the content, having some fun. If you haven't already, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps us out massively. So obviously, we have our special guest, our weekly guest. Well, might as well, actually, no, our co-host.
Co-host, yeah.
Co-host. He's a co-host. Baz, obviously, I don't know why I say this. Baz, the Villa fan. Everybody knows you're a Villa fan now.
Suppose so, yeah.
So obviously this week, we obviously have got things to go through. He has got his magic Bible with him, as we take the piss out of him.
Indeed.
But so obviously, what would you like to start off on this week's podcast?
Well, I think there's been some more controversy this week, hasn't there? For a change. In particular, Ivan Toney.
With his free kick.
With his free kick. Did you see that?
Yeah, I watched it. I was watching the game.
Yeah, I just thought some people have said it was cheating, some people have said it wasn't.
I don't think he was.
I just think he was a bit cheeky, personally.
Yeah, cheeky.
I mean, because he moved the foam, didn't he?
Yeah,
and then moved the ball to suit, which was a bit naughty, I suppose. But if you can get away with it, you can get away with it, can't you?
Well, that's it. Thing is, like, you gotta try all these little tricks, haven't you? I guess. But okay, yeah, obviously moving it made a massive difference because he scored the goal.
Yeah.
But I still think they move it a lot. It's just a little bit to the side.
Yeah,
I think you get away
but
with that.
What made it worse was he actually curled it around the wall. From that width, from the width,
brilliant, wasn't it?
I mean, it was a good free kick.
Oh, it really was.
Yeah, and I think he was a bit cheeky, wasn't it? But he got away with it. And if that was my club or your club, you'd probably say fair play, wouldn't you?
Oh God, yeah. But if it's against you, you hate it. I can't remember if it was against. I even watched the game. I can't remember.
It was. Oh, blimey!
I'll put you on the spot now.
A Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they beat Forest 3-2.
Hey, down, man. No offence.
Yeah. It was a good one, a bad game actually, but yeah.
Yeah, it was 3-2, wasn't it?
3-2. Yeah, it was a dream return for Tony, though, wasn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
Captain. Played a full 90 minutes, I think, and obviously got his goal. So and the win.
Yes, and also as well, this is going to make him look good. Potentially the end of the January transfer, or the end of the season for a new transfer to a higher club,
or to get in England squad for the Euros, possibly.
I think he's a very good
I know he
player.
has been in England squads in the past, hasn't he? But so if he has a good 3 or 4 months before the Euros,
you got to laugh at it though, isn't it? I mean, he don't move it much, but still good goal though. I mean, he still had to curl it around the wall.
I mean, if he hadn't scored, nobody would have said anything, would they?
No.
So you see players moving the ball for free kicks all the time, don't you? You know, free kicks in their own half or in the middle of the pitch or whatever.
Especially when
they throw it forward and spin it. Yeah.
And then,
They always do.
I think it was fair, but
and Forest have written to the Premier League to complain, or
have they?
Somebody, they've written to
way.
Which I think's a bit mad, but
thing is, like you said, if that happened for your team, you'd be so happy.
Well, yeah, you'd say fair play, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
you really would.
But it was. I still laugh at it because, like you said, it's proper cheekiness. Yeah. But no offense, football that's the magic of football. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and
the difference.
And it all kicks off. Yeah, but still, literally. Well. Did you see the West Ham game?
Oh, who against?
They were playing Sheffield United. I think it was finished 2-2. Oliver McBurney had the late penalty.
Oh God!
Which I didn't think it was a penalty.
Nah.
I mean, it was coming together with the goalie.
Oh, definitely.
The goalie cut all the goalie's mouth, didn't he?
Yeah. Papa hit him.
Yeah. Areola, wasn't he? He had to be subbed off.
PSG's goalkeeper, didn't he? At one stage.
Did he? I didn't realise.
Yeah. It was PSG. It was PSG's. I got to admit, I think he's a good goalkeeper. It's hard to say though, isn't it? Really, because what do you class as? He's going for the ball. You can see clearly not going for the player. Player jumps up. Obviously, he's gone for
Catches
it.
him as well. It was just a coming together, I think, and I think he was a bit harsh to give the penalty. I mean, I could understand why David Moyes was so angry.
He probably going for
especially when it was right at the other end. 30 seconds later, Bowen got dragged down, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it wasn't given. Which
that one to me is iffy. That one to me is quite iffy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that was a penalty either, but. You know, I can see Moyes' frustration. I can understand that.
Oh God, yeah, because it's your team as well. At the end of the day, but you are right though. I do think they need to be a bit more stricter next season. If the goalkeeper's gone with clear intentions and the players purposely blocked him, You know, like the Burnley one we was on about the week before.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? I do think it's a bit harsh, but for Sheffield United fans.
Well, to me, I thought the Burnley one the week before was more of a free kick than that one. To be honest, more of a penalty, I should say.
But see, the thing is, though, it's just, as we know, I watch it, but I can't bloody remember it. Football is such a fickle game today. You do one decision good one week, the referee does a shit one the next, and then he's crucified.
Well, that's what we were on about the other week when we were talking about refs and inconsistencies. You know.
Okay, then. So do you believe then there should be more than? Okay, good question. I know you're probably saying no to it, but do you think then there should be more than one referee on the pitch?
No.
Not at all.
I mean, there's been rumours in the past about having a referee in each half, so if they can keep up with player better. But I think you're just overcomplicating what should be relatively not a simple job, but a job that one man could achieve or
but at least
accomplish.
This is what you were saying about VAR. It should make it easier for him.
I mean, the linesmen are supposed to, the referee's assistants. You can't call them linesmen anymore, can you? The referee's assistants.
That's what linesmen anymore.
No.
Oh my!
That's what. God. No, because you've got lines women as well, haven't you? So they're assistants.
Right, okay.
But no, I think that's what they're for, to assist the ref, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
So how many officials you need? Got the fourth official as well
how
on the
many
line.
You've got VAR? Is it like 6?
I'm not sure. There's a few of them sit there.
There's loads of them
making mistakes, isn't there?
Mate, they should be docked money, dropped and everything. But now they won't happen, will it?
No.
Oh, what else have you got?
Well, I see Jordan Henderson finally got his move to Ajax, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you think that's a good one?
I think he's done the right thing getting out of Saudi, hasn't he? But he's just gone about it the wrong way. I think obviously hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? And on reflection, he probably wouldn't have gone on reflection, but
it's money again.
Yeah, of course it is, but some things are bigger than money, aren't they? And you look at that league. I mean, I was looking into it the other day, and a lot of the games there's not even 1,000 fans there. Ridiculous.
What? Not even 1,000 fans?
One of the was Al Fatik or something? I can't remember the name of the bloody team he plays for or played for. It's the one Gerrard manages, isn't it?
Oh.
It was one of their games. There was 640 odd people there.
Huh.
So,
but then it just shows that it's just a money league.
Well, it is because they're not getting the money through the turnstiles, are they? So the money.
No.
I mean, to pay all these amazing wages, it's obviously coming from Arab money, isn't it?
It's got to be. It's got to be.
But no, I think as much as he was. I mean, I saw the press conference when he came back, and he looked a little bit sheepish, a little bit embarrassed. But ultimately, he's made the right thing he's made the right decision for his career, and ultimately for his family.
I think so. I mean, the thing, who was he? It was the Wolves player who went over there. What's his name?
Ruben Neves.
Neves, that's it, the midfielder.
Yeah.
He went over there and said when they're offering you that type of money and it changes your life, it changes your family, that's the reason why you go. But like you said with Jordan Henderson, I think personally it's the right move for him. They've terminated the contract on both agreements, haven't they? And I think because the Ajax are really in trouble, they're hoping he can really be a captain and turn them around.
I think they were saying that they've sold a club record amount of shirts with his name on.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Honestly.
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah. So he's obviously their saviour.
No way.
He's obviously their saviour, isn't he?
Oh my God, Jordan. I gotta have a look at Henderson. I think it's like. Okay, so in his Saudi, he had 4 assists. Okay, 17 games, 4 yellow cards. But then I think
there's a lot of issues with the Saudi football when you've got Europeans. I mean, you've got. First and foremost, you've got the cultural differences, haven't you?
Yes.
There's an awful lot of. It's a different way of life over there. I mean, especially for women. And you can imagine the wives and partners of these players not being very happy with. I mean, they're obviously happy. They're going to be happy with the money, but I mean, it was only. I think it was 2018. Women weren't up to that point. Women weren't allowed to be seen alone on the street, and it's still frowned upon now for women to drive in Saudi.
Yeah, it is.
So you've got that to contend with, haven't you? I
mean, especially if you've got little girls as well. I mean, that they're going to see that and go like, hang on, in England, like you said, different culture over here is different.
Yeah.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it?
And then you've got they're playing in 40-degree temperatures, which is not good, is it?
You have to have air conditioning in the stadium.
You're playing in that heat. The standard's not great, is it? Let's be honest.
Not at all.
Not at all. I've just mentioned the families, and also you're international. Your international career is going to suffer, isn't it, if you're playing over there? Which in Henderson again, I mean, he's come back to Europe, and he probably would have been in the squad anyway because Southgate loves him. But obviously, you want to be playing regular football, don't you?
Oh yes.
At a decent standard.
Well,
You
yeah.
know?
No offense to anybody who's watching this who's a fan of the Saudi League or anything.
No, I'm not
But
saying. I'm not saying you know anything.
It just seems though, doesn't it? It does seem like you're looking at like you go from the Premier League, get to Saudi League. The Saudi League just looks like it's something like a League One league.
I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't seen any Saudi football. I'm not really interested, to be honest. There's enough
Fair
football.
enough.
There's more than enough football to watch
Well, yeah,
over here.
yeah.
Without
Yes,
watching
yes.
Saudi League. But from what I've read and what I've heard, it's not the best standard.
No.
And which is amazing because I mean, you look at the league. I've got a list here of players who've gone
Yeah.
over there. When you've got Ronaldo, Riyad Mahrez,
Yep. Mahrez, yeah.
Ruben Neves, who we've just mentioned,
Yeah.
Neymar,
Yes.
Sadio Mane, Mitrovic
Yes.
from Fulham.
He's doing all right actually. He's in the Saudi League.
Yeah, Sadio Mane. Obviously, Benzema.
They're on about Benzema leaving, ain't they?
Yeah.
He can't.
He's one who's looking to come home. I think back to Europe. And Roberto Firmino
Oh, yeah.
from Liverpool. He's
What
another.
about he's leaving?
He's
as
another one
well?
who's looking to come back.
Yeah. It
So-
just shows then it's either but this is the thing. You think them players who's like won the Champions League and got like
they've won
Ballon
it all.
d'Or,
Yeah.
like, you think they kill the league, wouldn't you? Really with that, but there's obviously something got to be like it's either got to be that bad or the football in it completely
I
different.
think it's a combination of all the things I mentioned, with the standard, the cultural differences, the temperatures. Nobody's watching it in the stadiums,
no.
and then obviously, like I said, you've got your international career to consider as well.
The thing is, that was like I don't know about yourself, like, but even if the Saudi was offering me 500 grand a week, and I'm getting paid like 180 grand, I don't know, so like I don't know, say Wolves for instance, I say Wolves, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have gone because purely you're gonna get more notice in the Wolves team than anything. The Premier League's the most watched league in the world.
Well, I think as a manager, as a player and a manager, you want to test yourself at a higher level as you can, don't you?
Yeah, oh god,
And obviously the Premier League is. I mean, unless you name Steven Gerrard, then you don't give a shit, do you? I mean, he's just signed a 2-year deal with yeah.
And I thought they was doing shit.
15 million a year they're paying him. I think he's one of the highest paid managers in the world. So he's not bothered about the standard. He's just getting his bumper contract, isn't
roll it in.
Which is quite funny because apparently they've lost. Well, they haven't won for 8 matches. And they're on a mid-season break at the moment in Saudi.
Yeah. It just shows just because you're a footballer don't mean you're a good manager. Apart from Xabi Alonso and Zinedine Zidane. What about Mourinho? Was that a shock for you?
Well, we touched on that last week, didn't we? Mourinho getting sacked from Roma. He'll just be taking a break now.
I think so.
And I'm sure people like Mourinho, he'll always get an offer from somewhere.
Easily. Well, I've read in the paper. Well, I read in the paper, read online, was that he got offered a manager's job straight away in Saudi. Yeah. Right. Then apparently there's rumours going about now. I've read it on Sky Sports app that Newcastle are interested in him. Like, hey,
I can't see that.
I can't see that myself. Like, obviously,
I can't see the Newcastle fans being happy with getting rid of Howe to get Mourinho in.
How is a manager that's going to build you?
Howe's there for the long haul.
But like we said last week, the injuries on that list is horrendous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then again, name our clubs, Derek.
Well, no.
We only worry. Well, you only worry about Villa. We worry about Chelsea.
Well, I do. Yeah, obviously, but I like to watch other football. I watch much football as
you possibly can.
Get in, yeah. Yeah, as long as it's good quality football, not Saturday.
Well, God, yeah. See, I don't see even like the Championship. I was watching the game the other day on the Championship, and you had one. I don't know who the bloody hell I was watching. It was on Sky. And I just flicked it on. I watched about 10 minutes of it. It was really good football, and I thought, oh, what's the other one? So I flicked through, and then next thing you know, this other match was on, and I watched it. I was like, yeah, this is like you go from like fuck you. Well, that's the thing with the Championship.
Well, I watched a bit of Leicester Ipswich last night. I was flicking between that and the Wolves game, and yeah, I thought it looked good.
Shit, apparently Wolves.
It wasn't too bad for a 0-0.
Was it?
Wolves could have won it second half.
I've read the comments on YouTube when I watched it on Sky Sports. They were saying it was.
I mean, people see 0-0 as a scoreline. They always think it was good, but it wasn't that bad. It was all right. There's some good, and Wolves created 3 or 4 really good chances second half.
I just can't believe how much they've changed. The beginning of the season to now is just.
Well, that's O'Neill, isn't it? You get the right man in.
Oh yeah, good manager.
He's doing well there. Yeah.
Time like Emery, mate. God, bloody hell, what a bargain he was.
Well, yeah. And it looks like there's going to be a shake-up at United, doesn't there? I was reading.
Oh, go on.
A lot of players are possibly going to be moved on
Oh,
under because
okay.
obviously they've had the new
Oh yes,
investor, haven't
yes,
they?
yes.
Jim Ratcliffe. mean,
I,
There's rumours they're going to be moving on Casemiro.
yes, I heard that one. I heard that one. I forgot
Obviously,
about it.
Sancho's already gone.
That was the best move he could have ever done.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have never left.
Listri, Varane.
Listri.
Yeah, I think Martial.
Oh yeah, Martial should have gone
and
8 years ago.
Yeah, and there's rumours of Anthony going to Saudi as well. No, he's played 22 games this season.
Is he?
Yeah, not one.
22.
0 goals, 0 assists.
TL. I mean, no offense. I mean, you can't be proud of yourself in that. He does, like we were saying when we watched the Man United game at the beginning of the season. He looks arrogant.
He does a bit. But I mean,
do you remember that skill?
Yeah.
What was the point of doing that?
Yeah, it was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Oh, that went against him more than it did for him.
Do you know what? You know what you paid for him?
Go on.
They paid 86 million.
What were all the add-ons?
From I don't know. That was the transfer fee. 86 million from Ajax.
Oh,
that's a lot of money for the 0 goals and 0 assists.
Bloody hell!
But Martial,
has he got even an assist this season?
Not one. No.
Not even
He's played
one
22 games in all competitions and not one assist or goal. But Martial's another one. I mean, he looked brilliant when he first came on the scene. Anthony Martial. No, he was. I think he cost 50 million. I think it was 50 million back in 2015. I think it was. And he was the most expensive teenager at the time. When he first joined United, he looked a great player.
That was when Fergie was there, or?
No, I think he was later than that. I'm not sure who signed him now. 2015, could it have been?
Oh, come on.
It could have been Van Gaal, perhaps, or Mourinho. I don't know.
Was it 2015?
Yeah.
2015, Man United's manager. Yeah,
Van Gaal. Yeah. So,
would you say that team, Van Gaal's team, was better than Ten Hag's team?
All day, yeah.
All day long, really?
Straight away, I can see Rooney there. You know what I mean? But I don't know, there seems to be a lot of players at United. Well, I'm not a United fan, but I like to watch them play. And there seems to be a lot of players at United who aren't doing it, producing. I mean, we've just mentioned Casemiro, Anthony, Martial, and you've got Rashford as well.
Yes,
who's not producing.
I mean, you look.
Sancho's had a fall now. Varane, who I rate, apparently they're not going to offer him a new deal.
They're not.
No, so he's going to be allowed to leave.
Obviously,
we all know about Maguire. Wan-Bissaka doesn't seem to be performing as he can.
No, he's on and off. He has one great game.
And you've got to think, well, what's going on here? You know, you've got all these world-class players.
Who's in the national squad? Yeah. Apart from Bissaka.
You've got all these world-class players who aren't performing. Who's the common denominator? And you've got to look at the manager, haven't you?
True. But then I also think, like you said about like with 2015 to 2016, you had De Gea, Jones, Marcus Rojo. Oh mate, he got slated by the Man United fans.
Yeah.
And then you got Evans again.
What's this 2015 squad?
Yeah. Memphis Depay, Mata, good player. Mata was. I would have kept him at Chelsea. To be fair, he was quality. Rooney, you got Januzaj. Is it Januzaj? That youngster. He had a good left foot on him. Smalling, Lingard
as well. Then look,
Chicharito. Is it Chicharito?
Yeah.
He was
little P. That was his nickname.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No way. He was a good striker. I always remember that.
He was.
I remember that Rooney crossed the ball in and he backheaded it. I never forget that. Backheaded it against us. I thought, bloody hell, I think it was against us.
No, so I think, that squad's definitely better than
Blind, Young, squad. Wilson, Andre Herrera, Shaw, Valencia, really good player, Valencia.
I liked him, Antonio Valencia.
Oh, he was brilliant.
Good player. Good winger,
Fellaini, Schneider was a cracking player.
Yeah, God, I forgot he was at United.
Yeah, Schneider. Yeah. And then you got Lindegaard, who would... Obviously, he should have stayed at bloody West Ham, but obviously his career's gone downhill massively. But he was a good player back then. He was a good player.
Yeah, so I think you could see some significant comings and goings at United over the next.
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe not this window, but maybe in the summer.
I think they're going to get mega bucks. I think they're just going to bang so much money in.
Well, now they've got this new investment, but obviously, like every club, you've got to abide by financial fair play
because they've made a loss on most of them, ain't they? Recently,
I don't know what United's figures are, but I know that they spend a lot of money, but they bring a lot of money in, don't they, through shirt sales and whatnot. So
true. Hang on, let's have a look at the Man United transfers. Then what would you put is costs? No, Man United transfers cost for the last 3 years. Let's have a look. Go on, let's have a look how much it is. Oh, right. Okay, so how much United could make from players? No, we ain't getting that
It's a
information.
list of
Oh, sorry, mate. Where are you saying? So here you go.
Yeah,
Man United, the biggest net spend in Europe since 2014.
Really?
Right. No wonder we're up the top. I don't know when this was
Mm.
produced. This is produced by the Sun.
Oh.
It's saying here that Man United is at the top of 1.2 billion. We've got to be
Mm.
up there ourselves now, anyway.
Yeah.
But Man United, then you got us, Chelsea, PSG, which doesn't surprise me. Arsenal, I'm quite shocked Arsenal's that high up.
Yeah.
I thought Man City would have been.
Yeah.
But since 10 years, oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Spend 1 billion in 10 years.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's mental, isn't it?
It is. But a club
That's
like United,
mental.
probably bringing the most money in, aren't they?
You think?
Well,
Even now?
I'd have thought, they're massive, aren't they?
Really?
Even though they're having by their standards, a pretty average season, they're still probably the biggest club in Europe, aren't they?
Really?
I think. Well, they're up there, aren't they? They're in the top 3, aren't they? They're up there with Real Madrid, aren't they? And Bayern Munich and Barcelona, I'd have thought.
Oh, I probably would say Real Madrid.
I mean, you look at their worldwide fan base.
Oh God, yeah.
United, it's just off the scale.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. So you got Premier League earnings of 22 to 23. Manchester City, 170 million.
Well, that's because they've won the most trophies, isn't it?
Yeah. Arsenal, Manchester. Yeah, you're all right. The Manchester United third. I mean, no offense, they were crap.
Yeah.
They were better. I do believe. I think Man United was better with what was the previous manager, Ollie.
Oscar.
Yeah, I think there was. But even when they was having that dip form, well, I don't know if it's true. Don't quote me on it. But I might have seen something saying that they had a better performance with him than they did with Tanner.
Well, they did under Solskjaer.
It's mad.
He did do well, didn't he, for a period? And he
Yeah.
got him playing and got him winning, and they obviously respected him because of his United career. But then he sort of went a bit off the rails, then didn't they? And he ended up getting the sack,
It's
which
just a shame because
which
he's
I
a good
thought was
player.
a little bit harsh.
Well, he's a good player and a manager. I thought he
Mm.
was a good manager, to be fair.
Mm.
You know, certain points, but
But I
mean,
think what went against Solskjaer was he didn't have much of an apprenticeship managerially.
yeah.
I think he managed in Norway.
He won
managed-
the
he managed the
treble
club-
day or
He
something
managed
like
a
that.
club in Norway, which obviously
League One.
led to him getting the United job. But whether that was enough of, I don't know.
I'd love to go to Norway, but
Mhm.
I don't think I'd go for the football exactly. Like
Mm.
maybe Viking FC.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
just have a look round. But no, I guess it is. I'm going to say it as like not as a neutral.
Mm.
You know, you see, as a historic English club, it is a bit sad to see them go down. It is sad
Well,
to
you
see
say
them.
going down. They're still in the top half of the division,
Yeah,
but
they're not
and
as
then,
good as what they've.
we all know with football it works in cycles, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and
oh,
United
it
will be
always
back.
does.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, it was Liverpool. It was the top club in the country, and they used to win everything. And then it was United,
Mhm.
and at the moment it's City. Football comes
Yeah,
around, doesn't it?
we had our time as well.
Chelsea, of course, yeah.
I was
Chelsea
gonna say literally when I started getting into football, it was more Man United won the treble.
Mm.
And then obviously it was Man United, Arsenal, and then obviously when Abramovich took over, and then it was like, oh, hang on, Chelsea are
Yeah.
really kicking up a gear here. But as much as he was dodgy as hell, Abramovich was just a brilliant era for Chelsea Football
Well,
Club.
from a footballing point of view, I mean,
Phenomenal era.
if you put Abramovich's dodgy dealings to one side,
Well, yeah,
it was a good era for the club,
it
definitely.
bloody was it.
And the best squad you've had for a very long time.
Oh God, yeah.
I
tell you what, I miss players like, I know you can sound saff, like Frank Lampard, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand from Man United, Sol
Yeah.
Campbell, proper defenders, attackers, even Rooney to a certain degree, even though.
I mean, football was great then, wasn't
Oh,
it?
it
Back in
was
that era.
Oh,
in the early 2000s.
I think it was better then than it is today. Joe Cole was a cracking player as well. He's only a small bloke as well. Brilliant technician, but
I mean, football's amazing today. It's still great quality product, but whether it's as good as it was back then is debatable.
Nah, I don't think it's I personally myself, I think we have good matches like the Liverpool Tottenham one.
yeah.
I mean, Katie was about to get induced. I'm sitting there watching Man City
you said,
because there's nothing I can do. So I thought, games like that this season have been great, but I don't think. I don't think it's as good as what it was.
I love the Premier League when it first came about. And you
Was
had
that 1992 when I was
92 when you had Keegan
92.
at Newcastle and you had Wenger at Arsenal, Fergie
Mm.
obviously at United, and that was brilliant. Then lots
Yeah.
of Cantona playing, Ginola.
Was Ruud van Nistelrooy a bit more later on?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can only remember because that's when I started getting into.
What a player he was, by the way.
Oh, he was.
You look at his record for United as well.
Is he really that good?
I mean, that's what United are missing at the moment.
A good strike. So have us.
Yeah, I mean, United,
So was us,
they've been spoiled with the likes of Rooney, Van
Ruben
Nistelrooy, even Michael Owen towards the end of his career scored a lot of goals.
He scored. I always remember that one. They brought him on and literally had 2 touches and he scored and won the game.
That was against Man City.
Was it against Man City?
It was a local derby.
No way. I can't. I said that's a problem in my memory. I can't remember. But I can. It's brilliant bloody. As a neutral, as obviously I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't really care, to be fair. But it was brilliant to watch it. Just come on and you can see the old class of him. Yeah. I mean, he was a quality player.
Yeah, it was his hamstring injury, which he had that serious hamstring tear, didn't he? He was never the same again because he lost that pace.
But still, he didn't he win it all as well because he went to Real Madrid for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he did. But I think he was only there for a season.
It's one season.
Yeah, I think he got 10 goals or something. But he came off the bench quite a lot and scored.
So it's like a Higuain.
So he didn't have a terrible time at Madrid, but he held his own. Definitely. And then he came back to Newcastle, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Played up front with Shearer.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, talk about deadly duo, bloody Shearer and Owen.
Oh god, yeah.
See,
that's another thing. We don't get strikers like them of today. Drogba, Shearer, Ibra. You know what I mean? Like for me, I don't know what it is, but they seem like a dying class. Even Lukaku to a certain degree in the Italian league, he kills it. He does really well in the Italian league. But
I think the last truly great striker in the Premier League was Sergio Aguero for City.
Yes,
I think.
Totally. And he was only a small. This makes me laugh. I know it sounds soft, like when I think of a striker, I think somebody big built, somebody strong, somebody's got a bit of pace, but can bloody whack a ball.
But he was stocky, wasn't he? He wasn't. He was a unit.
Even
though he was small, he was still quite a powerful striker.
I mean, that wind's kicking off. But now I was gonna say, and that's the thing. I quite like Balotelli though. My guilty pleasure as a footballer was Balotelli.
Yeah, if you cut through all the arrogance and all the crap.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad striker, was he?
No, he wasn't. He gave a lot of his money to charity as well, didn't he? That's what I was quite shocked about when I read up about him, because he was saying, why always me? And the papers picked on him. Don't get me wrong, he did some stuff that was stupid. But he was saying, look, I'm not a bad bloke. I give money to charity because I've been poor and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, what a bloke. But then when the papers have got you, like Rooney with all the prostitutes, that wrecked his playing time.
So who's your favourite ever Premier League player?
Oh, God.
Not outside of Chelsea.
Outside of Chelsea? Yeah. Oh, God. I probably would have to say the secret, very admiring of Ronaldo from Man United. Brilliant. And then when he went to Real Madrid, it was just another world. I mean, I would admit I'm a little bit of a Barca fan, not heavily like Chelsea, but Barcelona, Messi was phenomenal. I mean, but they played as a team, and Messi really helped out, obviously. But for me, if I had to say the GOAT, I still say Messi. But you can't compare Ronaldo and Messi because they're two different players. But I got a guilty pleasure for Ronaldo. I just think his work ethic, his attitude. Don't get me wrong, he got heated in the moment.
His professionalism as well.
But yeah, I mean you couldn't. I mean the bloke was training every day. Even when he finished, I was watching the documentary of it. He used to finish and he'd go in the club. He'd go back into his own club, practice free kicks, or he'd go back home and he'd train again. And I just think to myself, that is some dedication. That is some, I'll probably say. But what about yourself, Baz?
I've got two.
Okay.
Both Arsenal players, actually.
Henry?
Thierry Henry.
I knew it. Bergkamp?
Yeah, you've got it. Henry and Bergkamp.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I remember seeing Bergkamp at Villa Park when Villa played Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Where Bergkamp was only a kid, and he stood out massively.
Really?
He was probably only 18 or 19. And then not long after that, I think Bruce Rioch signed him for Arsenal. But what a player he was, and obviously Henry.
See, I can't remember much. Act. You watch him on YouTube and you watch the flicks and the trick. When he flicked it up over, then he whacked it up and volleyed.
You mean?
Yeah, I mean, what a player.
I mean, if you watch the Premier League 100 Club series on Sky Sports, and it's just a little half an hour, 44-minute program, and it's a different striker who's got 100 goals in the Premier League.
Well, I don't know.
Thierry Henry's. Oh my God!
Which one?
So the episode of him. His 100 goals. They show the 100 goals back. Honestly, God, you forget how good. And Rooney's as well. I watched these recently.
So the only ones I watch really is the the people that do on YouTube, and literally you see it. The only goal I can really remember when on Henry was on the right,
Yeah.
just outside the box. Literally flicked it up, passed it to him, flicked him up, and just volleyed it. And he went top left.
Do you
And I was
remember,
like,
do you remember the one where he flicked it round the defender? The ball went round the defender that way.
so I thought that was Birdcamp.
It was Bergkamp, sorry.
It was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Bergkamp now.
Ah.
He got his back against Newcastle. He got his back to the defender.
Oh, when he
And he
flicked.
flicked the ball one way and he ran the other. Collected the
Oh.
ball and just slotted it in the corner.
I mean,
That's a great goal.
You just can't get players. I mean, don't get me wrong. We see some skill today and stuff like that, but I don't know about you, Baz. I don't know your opinion on it. You don't see as much skill today as you.
Maybe not. I don't know.
To me, it's frustrating because I like watching skill.
Of course,
I like
that's what
watching it.
That's what we all love football for.
Oh,
isn't it?
gotcha.
To watch the entertainers.
Yes, well, technically, it isn't it. That's what it is, eh?
Mm.
I can't even spell his name. I just spell Birdcamp.
I think it's BARG. Is it?
Oh, there you go. You got it right. So I don't even know. Oh, here we go.
Watch it.
I don't even, I can't help it. I'm trying to see if I can get the software just to be very good for me. Very good. Ah, ha 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 ha. Sorry, Baz, your face is going to be cropped
That's
out.
all right.
So obviously, this is what we have. So this is just the YouTube clip of it.
For anybody who has never seen it, this is.
I mean, look at the touch on that.
I know. It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh,
and what's scary is he meant that.
Yeah.
He meant that. But what's
the thing is, though, what I find such a genius because it's in the moment, isn't it?
It's instinct. It's instinct.
That's it, instinct.
And that's the difference between a world class player and an average player.
Yeah.
It's that instinct. It's that split second of thought. Like Paul Scholes. I mean, you talk. I've heard people like Alan Shearer, Zidane. They've all said he's the best player they've ever played.
Really?
Played with or against. Yeah. Paul Scholes. Yeah. I mean, his speed of thought. He's so clever. And he's always seemed to be one step ahead of the opposition.
Yeah, he's like a chess master, isn't he? He's always 2 moves ahead. I remember that volley he did literally outside the box. He just even put in the interview.
That was at Villa Park, I think.
Was it Villa Park?
I think I might have been at that game.
So when he hit it that hard, it hit the crossbar and literally went back. And it literally, when I watched that match of the day, I was like,
he definitely scored a volley from the edge of the. He was a corner, and they played the corner out to the edge of the box, and Scholes volleyed it.
Let's have a look then. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Paul. There it is. It was against Villa, yeah. I can't play that one because that's what's it called? Copyright.
Copyright.
It's copyrighted, yes. You got to be careful with some of these.
Yeah.
No, is it this one? No,
that's a different one.
That's a different one. I'd love to show it to you, but unfortunately I can't. But me and Baz can have a look at it. See, where was you, Baz, in the Villa area?
I'd have been in the Holt end, that one at the other end.
Oh god, yeah, that goalkeeper that wear the tracky bottoms. I remember that.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
No way. But no, I guess I see. The thing is, I can't pick anybody really out in this current football that stands out like. I know it's sad to say, but I really can't. I mean, okay, Neymar was skillful when he went to Barcelona. Suarez and Messi.
You've got your players at City, like Haaland and
Bernardo
Silva.
Silva. Yeah.
Phil Foden.
Good players, very good
Kevin
players.
Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he's a special player. Isn't
he?
Yeah, we spoke about him last week.
We should have never sold him.
No.
But Mourinho again. Mourinho fucked us over on that one.
Anyway, talking about buying and selling.
Go on then.
Been some transfer rumours again this week, hasn't there?
Oh,
we seem to mention him every week, but Mbappe again.
Oh god!
I was reading the other day that PSG have offered him 86 million a year.
A year?
A year to stay.
86? Is that after tax or before tax? That's probably after tax.
Hopefully before. Yeah, and Madrid have offered him 30 million. So PSG have offered him almost 3 times.
What would you do if you was him? What would you do?
Well, I mean, what did you need, really? You know what I mean? But
comes and goes.
Yeah, I know that. But if somebody's offered you 30 million and you want to go there, then and you're going to get regular
forget the money then.
Standard.
If you have to pick PSG or Real Madrid, easy,
all day
long.
Plus the Spanish league is a better league than the French league.
Oh God,
from
way better.
From a standard point of view. I was reading about Mbappe's record at PSG.
Go on,
because he spent a year there on loan before he signed for them.
Oh, right, okay.
From I think Monaco in France, he signed from.
Yes.
I think it was Monaco. Anyway, he's played 193 games
193
for Paris Saint-Germain in all competitions.
Okay.
Oh, is that? It might just be league. Actually, I'm not sure. Anyway, 193 games. Have a guess how many goals he scored?
It's got to be higher.
It's not higher than the games played.
It's not.
Nah.
See, I thought he would have been because he. No, then again, he does score a lot of hat tricks in the French league. Yeah. Go on then. Okay, if it's not higher, then let's take a pop. Let's say 150, just to be round.
167.
167.
In
nearly a goal a game.
193 games. I mean, that's pretty. No wonder they want to keep him.
Well, definitely. No offense. I mean, really, what is the French league? You can just practically say PSG, Monaco, Marseille. That's it. No offense to obviously supporters who's if you're watching this, but like from our point of view, is that from the English, that's it. You don't really want to know about other teams or anything like that. I mean, like Dante, like my son's 9 years old. He ain't interested, mate. When he goes on, he goes, "What's PSG doing?" But when the next video comes up saying, "Oh, like I don't know, Marseille versus is it RC Lens?" Yeah, interested.
But that's because they've got Mbappe, and he's a marketable player, and that's that's why PSG want to keep him, because he's the face of the club and everybody recognises him.
Yeah,
once he goes.
But do you think they could win the Champions League? I don't.
I think they're a good side, but I don't have quite got the strength in depth.
No.
A lot of the big hitters have got like your Munichs and your Man Cities.
Oh, like Real Madrid. You got Rudiger. Like you got Alaba, and then you got Carvajal. I think
there's a lot of other teams who are better prepared, or better, to win the Champions League.
I still say, even to now, right in during COVID, Chelsea's team on paper, right, compared to all the others, was crap, right? With Frank Lampard obviously getting sacked, and then Tommy Tuchel, I still rate him as probably one of the best managers Chelsea ever had. No offense, like you look at that team, you think shit, but we won it, and this is what I love about the Champions League football in general, is that we was playing crap. We wasn't enough out. We had one game left to stay in, and we went and won it. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we didn't have the fans there, which was a shame, but we still won it. And I think to myself, this is the magic of football, and like no offense to the Saudi League or anything, they ain't playing Champions League football. There ain't no European competition with them. Is there anything like that? They want to bring the Super League, which again just seems like a cash cow more than anything else.
Regarding the Super League, the English clubs have said they're not interested now, haven't they? So
good.
And without the English clubs involved, it'll never happen.
Nah.
So fingers crossed that's the case, because that's the last thing we as fans want to see.
Oh God, yeah.
We're happy with our game in our country, and
we still need more football every week.
Leave us alone, please.
We need more football.
Yeah,
we need more football.
So there's been a couple of rumours regarding Newcastle this week, and
Trippier
to Bayern Munich's one.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
I'll be gone.
I'll be all English soon, won't they? Kane, Dyer.
Yeah, Kane, Dyer, yeah, Trippier. But the thing is that Tuchel sees quality in them, and like you did have Pavard. He's gone. I think he's gone. I don't know where he's gone now. I'm trying to think where he's bloody gone. I thought he went to AC, but
I think that might be a good move for Trippier.
Oh, great move.
I've heard today or yesterday that Newcastle. Watch this space.
I don't know.
No, Elmer on as well. He's been rumoured to be believed, which I'm surprised at, because he had a rough.
He was brilliant last season.
He had a patchy start at Newcastle.
Yeah.
But the last year or so, he's been
great.
Brilliant. Yeah. So I'm surprised at how he's prepared to let him go, unless
it's big money
looking to balance the books. Yeah.
Well, that's possibly
with financial fair play again.
I just don't understand it myself, though. It's like he's a good player. He's a decent player. Don't get me wrong. He's a funny looking bloke.
He is, but I like him.
I like him. I wouldn't have him at Chelsea. I don't think he's no offense to the bloke, but like he's quality though. I mean, he's got a cracking left foot when he gets into the zone. Yeah. But I don't know. I think you're right. I think he's just trying to level the books. When the books are level, right, we can spend. But Newcastle are a massive club, I think, personally. But at the same time, it's like if you had an opportunity to go to Arsenal, Arsenal, Man City, I wouldn't say Chelsea at the moment, but a big club type of thing. I don't think Newcastle will be on the agenda unless they're paying you stupid.
Not at the moment, but I think they are on the up, and I think would quite considerably compete with those clubs in the near future.
I think so. What about this one for you then? Nice juicy one. I think this is a great move for Kevin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips.
Is it Kevin or Calvin? Calvin.
Yeah, he's had a medical today.
Oh, he's had a medical
at West Ham. Yeah, so it's more or less a done deal, I think.
To be fair, I think that's great for him and his career to pick up, get the experience again. Because he's only younger. He's like 25 or something.
Not sure. Well, he's not old by any means. I think that'd be a decent signing for West Ham.
Yes.
I mean, you got to wonder who will make way for him in the team.
Oh,
Maybe Souček.
I mean, it's a bit sad though, to be fair, because I think he's got a lot of potential. When he was at Leeds, I thought he was a really good player. But he's saying here, like, Calvin Phillips, minutes played 380, games played 16.
Yeah, he's only played 16 games.
Crap,
That's been the Premier League.
Games started 2.
No assists and no goals as well.
No substitution.
No 16 games.
It's a bit sad.
I think we spoke about him last week, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh no, he's 28.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
So that's even more important that he gets to move and starts playing football because
his career's coming not to an end.
No, he's probably at his peak now, 28, 29.
Oh god, yeah.
You know, so he wants to make the most of that and play some football.
It'd probably be a good deal, I think. A very good deal.
Yeah.
Other ones have you written down then, Baz? What?
Apparently Liverpool are interested in Levi Colwill as well from Chelsea.
Really? No, we need to keep him.
I've read that today.
We need to keep him.
Only a rumour, but he's a young prospect that you'd probably be wanting to keep at Chelsea, wouldn't you?
Easily. I'd probably say him. If Thiago stays for another season, which I hope he does, because he's a quality player.
Thiago now?
39.
Is he really?
40. I think he's 40 now, actually.
But I noticed that Vardy's 37. I thought that was old.
Yeah, no. I generally do think keep him for one more season, even if he comes on the bench or whatever. He's just a brilliant talent. He can really help the youngsters like Batshuayi. Is it Dassey? Not Batshuayi. It's bloody the old player. It starts with
Chalobah as well. Trevor Chalobah. He's another young defender at the club.
Then you got is it Dassey? I can't say.
You're right. I mean, having a player like Thiago Silva around the squad, he can only be good, can't it, for the young players? And,
yeah.
You know, perhaps you'll go into coaching. Perhaps that's something you could look at doing at Chelsea.
Maybe.
As well. I don't know.
I'd have him at Chelsea as a defending coach.
I mean, look at the way he's performing as well at his age.
Oh God, yeah, phenomenal. But then also as well, I think if I could have Chelsea line up, I think we should stick to our goalkeeper now. That I can see his bloody face, but I can't think of him. Not Sanchez. The other one, is it Metriov? Petrov, is it Petrov?
It is, isn't it? Yeah,
mate, he's doing really well in goal. His stats are actually quite near enough as good as Czech's, you know, for saves and position and everything.
Petrovic, isn't it?
Petrovic, that's it. You have him, you know, Chilwell. I think we should have Colwell, you know, then Thiago.
Is Chilwell fit now? He's back.
He's on and off.
He come off the bench, didn't he, the other day?
Yeah, he's on and off, which is a shame because he's a quality player. And then he'll have, like, I don't know, Dassey or something like Reece James. I mean, that back line is brilliant already. Then the midfielders. Now, I don't believe... I know I keep saying this, but it really pisses me off. Casado, yeah, he worth 120
well, you said that
no
chance.
Yeah,
but I think you've got to stick with him, Casado, and him and Enzo Fernandez, I think, will come good.
See, I'd have him, Fernandez, right, as a defensive midfielder.
Conor Gallagher, he'd play, wouldn't he?
Attacking midfielder, Conor Gallagher, or Cole Palmer as attacking midfielder. Then I'd have on the left Sterling, because even though he dives and he's a little shit for that, brilliant player. Sterling, and I'll have Mudryk as a backup, and then on the right I'll probably say is it Muduwake? What do you say?
Brozier.
No, I think I generally do think, mate, we should never have sold Giroud, but that's happened. I think we need to buy a new striker. I think Jackson, yes, he's a good player and there is potential in him. I just don't see him as a starting one. We need somebody who's buff, strong. You know, you look at him, you're like, he's gonna cause me trouble by just looking at the bloke. And I think you know, and we really need to buy a new striker. That's my personal opinion, but I'm not the manager.
Talking of Chelsea, it's a big game tonight for Pochettino.
Oh God, yeah.
Second leg of the League Cup against Middlesbrough.
Oh man, I can't admit, I'm excited actually for this one. I'm actually quite excited.
I think the fact that Chelsea are 9th in the league, and I think it's 17 points off Liverpool. So the league's done and dusted. So I think the League Cup, Pochettino, he could do with winning this. To take a bit of pressure off himself.
He really could. He really could. Yeah. I think just before we go on, you got to let me know the squads. I'll call up myself. I'm gonna know who's playing tonight.
Well,
I was just having a quick through, but like Manchester United in Brian Brody. Is that right? Brody?
Brody.
Yeah. I can't never say his name from Ajax.
Yeah. I've never seen him play, I'll be honest, but
No, I've
No.
never heard of him. West Ham, Kevin Phillips, which was Calvin Phillips, keeps getting that wrong. Tottenham may signed of Radu Drazin, but hasn't prevented them from maintaining the watch the brief.
Yeah, they've signed. We mentioned him last week, Dragusin, the centre half from Genoa.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm quite interested. This one, Baz, I don't know if you've seen this one. AC Milan want to sign, apparently this is the papers, this is not what's called, on Sky Sports, saying that they want to sign Newcastle striker Callum Wilson on a permanent deal.
I can't see that happening. I might be wrong, but I can't see Newcastle letting Wilson go.
No, not a chance.
I think Harry really likes him. Him and Joe Linton, I think, are two main men for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I saw Villa Newcastle at the end of last season. Villa won quite comfortably, but Wilson was a handful.
Yeah.
I remember him having a few tear up with Konza. You know, he's a good, strong centre forward.
What about that? Is it Isaac?
Yeah, I like him.
I think he's quality. He's quality. Well, Man United have turned down the attempt from Inter Milan to sign Wan-Bissaka. I mean, that's yes.
I like Wan-Bissaka. I think he's a player.
Maybe Real Madrid are keen on to sign Manchester City youngster Jan Kyoto. Never heard of him. Brighton have completed a deal with a talented Romanian winger. Loaned him out to Venice. I can't say half of these. I think say half of these. I've not a clue. But yeah, Jesse Lingard has claims he is done with partying and gossip. Bloody hell!
Oh, he's 31.
What can I say here? Go on.
See, Liverpool won 4-0 against Bournemouth.
Go
the other day.
Nunes is getting into his game now, eh?
I mean,
everybody's slagging him off at
Liverpool
work.
are 5 points clear at the top of the table now.
And is that the same games played as you?
I think it is. Would you make Liverpool favourites for the league now?
Yeah, I said it at the beginning. I said I think it'd either be you or Liverpool. I don't think Man City have got it in them this season. I don't think Arsenal at all. Definitely we ain't. We got a fucking no chance. We need a Magic Genie. We do.
You mentioned Villa, but has Villa's bubble burst a little bit recently?
I don't know.
I mean, they were 2-0 up at Old Trafford. Lost 3-2.
No, 3-2, wasn't it? 3-2.
Yeah, they could only draw at home with Sheffield United.
I've got to admit, I thought you battered them.
Struggled to beat Burnley, and then last week drew at Everton. So
I was shocked at Everton, to be fair, mate. I thought, I don't know, is Watkins injured?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought Watkins was
So,
injured.
I'm hoping Villa can bounce back. I mean,
you hope so.
They're playing Newcastle next week at home on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
so,
little man's good.
So,
mate, you got to get loads of videos for our subscribers. Get loads of videos.
We'll see how they get on, because that's a tough test, isn't it?
Really is.
You know,
really is. Go on then, Baz. Crack me the news then of what squad has he pulled out tonight?
Chelsea squad.
Go on.
Well, obviously it's Petrovic in goal.
Yeah, good.
Back four of Darcy.
That's it.
Darcy, Thiago Silva, Colwell,
good.
And
good.
Chilwell.
Oh, where's
Chilwell's playing
left back? Where's Colwell?
Well, according to this lineup, half.
Really?
And then he's playing.
Good.
Playing in the holding midfield, Casado and Fernandes.
Good. It's very similar to what I've said, isn't it? Very similar to what I've said.
Modric, Sterling, and then Brozier up top.
So where Modric on the left?
Yeah.
Carl Palmer in the middle.
Oh, according to this, he's on the right, but.
Oh yeah, because he likes.
But I mean, you look at that 11. That should have enough to.
That should. No offense. No offense to Middlesbrough. I believe anybody can beat anybody on the day. Anybody can beat anybody on the day.
Yeah.
But I gotta. You look at that. You think we gotta win.
I mean, you look at that 11. That's a strong team.
That's a Premier League team.
Yeah.
If we can draw against Man City 4-4, I think Liverpool as well.
That team tells you that Pochettino means business tonight, doesn't it?
It means he's got to go for it.
Yeah.
Got to go for it.
Excuse me.
So literally, we've got 10 more minutes. Woo. There.
So I was thinking about the other end of the table as well earlier.
Go on then.
Who do you think could be in with a chance of getting the sack?
Oh, getting the sack.
The first Premier League casualty of the new year.
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's get it up on here then. So I'd love to show you guys on YouTube, but apparently last time I did this, they said, "Oh, it's copyright, so you can't do it."
Yeah.
So let's go to the table then. I don't think Luton will sack their manager.
No,
I think that's a big mistake.
I think he's got a lot of credit in the bank, hasn't he, Rob Edwards? Even if he doesn't ultimately keep them up, I think.
Yeah, for his looks as well with the women, eh? That's them not in there.
I think he's got enough credit in the bank. Even if they do go down, I think his job's safe.
I would say Burnley. I'd say
Vincent Kompany.
My
favourite is to get the sack first.
Go on.
Roy Hodgson at Palace.
Oh, what do they think of that?
They're having a stinking run, they are.
Yeah, they're really shit.
And I know he's obviously been a great manager. You know, I think he's over 100 now. He's Roy Hodgson, I think. So.
Come on, Grandad.
He's been a manager for 80 seasons or something.
That's it. That's it, sitting on the bench. Are you warm enough?
I mean, there's seriously, you know, they went out the cup to Everton last week and then got thumped by Arsenal at the weekend.
5-0.
So I think he's treading on thin ice, old Roy. And there seems to be a lot of discontent coming from the terraces as well.
Yeah, because they booed him like crazy, and there was all protesting, wasn't there, at the back as well, saying that wrong decisions and everything like that about the club.
But one thing I did notice the other night as well, David Moyes. I know he's a funny one with Moyes because some West Ham fans love him and some don't.
Hate him.
And they were singing "You Don't Know What You're Doing" the other night.
Really?
When they played, was it when they played Sheffield? They got the draw against Sheffield United that we mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I think Fulham manager's safe. I think Bournemouth manager's safe.
Bournemouth have been on a great run. I know they lost to Liverpool the weekend, but they've been on a great run.
Oh, no offence, that's to the potential winners,
of course,
to win the league.
There's no shame in losing to Liverpool.
I think Brentford.
Thomas Frank.
I think he's in danger.
Well, that was why it was such a big win for them against Forest.
It really was. Really does. Yeah. I think Nottingham Forest. I think they stay up. I think they're just about scrape it. But I personally think what we're seeing now is what we see on this table right now. And what day is it today? It's the 23rd of the first 24. I think it's going to be Sheffield United at the bottom of the table. It's going to be Burnley, Luton Town, and then I generally think it's either going to be Everton or Forest. And I mean Everton because obviously the points might have more points.
It depends what happens with this FFP inquiry.
That's it.
For Everton and Forest.
I generally think, Baz, they would just about scrape it. I generally do. I think it'd be typical end of the season, last game, make or break. Like Frank Lampard did.
It's going to be interesting to see
really
what happens when this inquiry takes place.
Mate, it's going to be interesting with Man City and Chelsea.
Did you notice that James Milner played last night for Brighton?
No.
Yeah,
I don't watch the match.
Wolves.
I was playing Call of Duty with the lads.
He overtook Ryan Giggs as the second most appearances in the
Who's
Premier
the
League.
first?
I was going to ask you if you could tell me.
Oh, okay then.
So, James Milner's second on 633.
And Giggs is
third on 632.
Oh, no. Bloody hell.
So let's see if you can name the other three who are in the top five. You've got James Milner and Ryan Giggs, who were second and third.
I want to say Gerrard. No,
he can't be far off, but no, he's not in the top five.
Okay. Now you've got me on a good one here, mate.
I'll give you a clue. One of them played for Chelsea.
So I've got to be Frank Lampard, John Terrier.
Lampard, yeah.
Lampard.
Lampard's third.
Oh, he's third?
Sorry, fourth. After Giggs, yeah.
After Giggs. I can't think who could be... I wouldn't say Rooney, would you? I wouldn't say Rooney.
Top player used to play for the top. Play for Villa. Midfielder. And he also played for Liverpool and Man City. And England.
Oh, now you've stuck... I was going to say Petrov then, but now he had cancer, didn't he? Is that right? That's right, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he came back, didn't he? Good on him. Oh, shit, I can't... England.
Yeah.
England midfielder. Played for
Everton as well. End of his career. And I think he played for West Brom. But I might as well tell you.
Okay, now.
Gareth Barry.
Fuck's sake, I should have knew that one.
Yeah.
Barry, yeah.
And David James is the other one, the goalkeeper. He's in fifth.
Really?
Yeah, fifth. So there's only 4 players who've got more than 600 Premier League appearances.
Bloody hell.
Mm.
Bloody hell. I mean, that's some record.
Milner's got another 20 to catch Gareth Barry. And
do you think he'd... I think he would do it.
He's 30, is he 37 or 38 now, Milner?
God, he's got to be getting on a bit, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I think if he left on Brighton and possibly gone to something like, I don't know, Brentford, Fulham, or I think they play him every game. Because he's quite a fit bloke, as well, to be fair. He
really looks after himself. To play till you're 38, you've got to look after yourself, haven't you?
Easily.
With your diet, your nutrition and your general fit.
Easily. Go on then, Baz. So, obviously, we've still got 5 more minutes.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to win the Prem?
Honestly?
I
think Manchester City will win.
Well, okay. Manchester City will win.
Because I find it hard to bet against them. Because they always seem to come good. They've got such a
second half of the season.
They've got such a great squad.
Yeah.
And I know Liverpool have got a lot of injuries at the moment, haven't they? The likes of Salah, Alexander Trent-Arnold.
Yep.
Thiago Silva's out. He's not Thiago. Alcantara Thiago. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players. They've got come back, but at the moment they're all injured.
Oh.
So I think Man City might just pick Liverpool.
I'm going to stick with Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to stick with Liverpool, but I hope you win. Because that'd be nice. It'd be nice for a different team instead of a big club. No, well, you are a big club, but you know what I'm saying, not the typical top. I think it would probably be, if I had to be more realistic, I'd probably say, probably as it is now, Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal. I do think Tottenham. I think Tottenham will qualify for Champions League.
Well,
I think
they've made some good signings.
I generally think.
But I think another reason I'd say Man City is the fact that De Bruyne has come back.
Oh God, yeah.
And he could be the difference.
He made the difference, didn't he, on that substitution?
He's that good, isn't he?
Phenomenal. But I generally think we're gonna get. I do believe we're gonna get, European football where I think it's gonna be the Conference League. Still better than nothing. Still better than bloody nothing. But I generally think now. I think I don't see West Ham. Probably Europa or something. I think Brighton are a bit iffy club as well. But I know it sounds so petty, but I fucking hope Man United don't even qualify.
We'll see.
That would be so fun.
We'll see. I mean, we've got the second half of the season coming out after the break, so
yes,
interesting.
Definitely. Anything else, Baz? You'd like to?
Well, just one last thing. We spoke about the pundits last week.
Go on then.
Coincidentally, this week there was a fans poll for their favourite pundit.
Okay.
And
on what? On Sky Sports or something?
No, just generally. Sky, BBC, TNT, whatever.
Go on then.
And Gary Neville won it.
Yeah,
which is what we said last week, wasn't it? And then I think Roy Keane was the second most popular.
Was it Roy Keane?
Roy Keane.
Fucking hell.
And then Shearer was third.
Ah.
Yeah, so...
I don't mind Shearer. I do quite like Shearer because he does talk. It does seem to be a bit more straight talking than all the rest. Carragher, no offence to Carragher. Like, if I met the bloke, he might be the nicest bloke I've ever met. I don't know.
Carragher was seventh most popular, apparently, which I find hard to believe, but still. But Ali McCoist was fourth. Ali McCoist was fourth, the Scottish guy.
The old geezer?
Yeah, well... Yeah.
No, he... oh, God.
I really like McCoy. I think he's a brilliant pundit and commentator.
He used to do commentary on FIFA, if I'm thinking of the right one. He's quite a chubby bloke, eh? A little bit of a chubby bloke.
He's now
short, spiky bit of hair. Yeah. Mate, he's brilliant. I could listen to him every week on the football, every match.
What a player he was as well.
I don't see how.
Yeah, a bit before your time. Played for Rangers mainly and Scotland. Yeah.
Blimey.
But yeah, great pundit.
Yeah, I could listen to him. I really could because the thing is, I like how he gets so excited in the game. Like
he's very passionate, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see his energies in there. But like when you see Carragher, I can't do the Scouse accent, but it's just like, shut up, mate. Jermaine Genius, fucking hell, please don't put him on. No offence to the bloke. I don't mean no offence to any of them, but fuck me, I call this the whole lot.
Yeah, so I thought that'd be a nice little one to finish on after we spoke about last week.
So go on then, Baz. Right, as it is time to go and bugger off.
Yeah.
Give me the score for tonight. Right, we've got obviously with Chelsea, Middlesbrough. Just use that one for tonight.
I'm going to say Chelsea 2-0 and go through 2-1. To go through 2-1 on aggregate.
I'm going to say 3-1 to us. 3-1. I'm going to say, let's make it even harder then. Who would you say is going to score?
I'd have to say Carlton. Carlton Cole, sorry.
Carlton Cole.
Carlton Cole. What's his name? Cole. I'll get mixed up with Carlton Palmer.
The West Ham
Cole
player.
Palmer.
Cole Palmer.
Sorry. Yeah.
Cole Palmer, Sterling. I'm going to go for Mudryk. I really want that kid to really do well. I really want him to do well, but...
No, I just think Palmer, he looks like he's going to score whenever I see him play. He's such a good young player.
It's like, before we quickly go, you say about Brozier. I think we should loan Brozier out. Don't think we should sell him. I think we should loan him out, get two more years experience, because he's got potential. But we'll see tonight if he's going to score, because the game is on. So
I'd like to see Mudryk score as well tonight.
Yes, he's got good potential.
Yeah, and I think he's doing well to start getting a couple of goals.
I really do hope he does. He's fast. I've never seen a bloody. He's only a small bloke as well. Eh? Quite frail frame, but he's bloody hell can leg it one.
Got some pace, hasn't he?
Yeah, you have. Is there anything else, Baz, you'd like to say, mate?
No, that's me done for tonight.
All your notes, excellent. Yeah. Right. Let's see. We've got to get Baz. As you see on the screen, obviously Baz is there, but Baz to me is right. Yeah. This is what I love about Baz. He brings his notes and we have a good chat. It's this is what we love, the co-host, Mr. Bears. So obviously, like I say, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Obviously, we're going to try and do one next week. Baz is at the football with my mum and my son, so it'll be interesting at the Villa versus Newcastle. It'll be interesting. Hopefully, Baz gets loads of videos for us so we can see him on the shorts and everything like that. And yeah, before we go then, Baz, what's the score for next week if we don't do a podcast by then?
Villa Newcastle.
Yep.
2-1 Villa.
I'd agree on that one. I'll probably put the time 2-1. So from me, obviously, Phil, thank you ever so much for watching. Please subscribe. Obviously, your subscribes really make a big difference. We really do appreciate your love and support. Please put some comments, questions, whoever across the world who want to ask Baz, myself, or whatever. Please whack them in because we always love to hear. We really would love to hear your comments and what your opinions are and everything like that, because I can put it up on the screen next time. So obviously from me, thank you ever so much. Subscribe, like, and hopefully see you again. Baz.
Take care, guys.
See you later, guys.